Hey guys, this market update. We do have to admit that Bitcoin has been a complete and total dog for 2 years, right? It just has been. And you can't sell dogs, yeah? Like if you're a sales trader or on the sell side in Wall Street, right? You can't sell dogs. It's impossible. When this thing is up 80% after the war, it's easy to sell it. But right now you can't sell it. The game is to realize that investing is about taking a 5 or 10 year view, not a 6 or 12 month view. And you're going to have to sit in dogs for a while. Bitcoin is either the best or worst performing asset if you look at all of these years, right? So to take a step back, Bitcoin has a higher growth rate than any of these other assets. When it's underperforming, that's when the outperformance comes, not when it is outperforming. It's really simple. Can you sit in a dog for a couple of years? Can you remain interested when everyone else is, just not interested? That's where you make the money. Bitcoin is clearly going to move. This is what happened when the ceasefire was announced, right? The market already showed in its hand that the ceasefire is good news. So I just want to explain what I think Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is luxury savings, right? It's a savings asset. It's long duration, long-term savings. When there's a war that cuts off 20% of the world's energy supply, or however much it is, nothing coming out, not just energy, fertilizer as well. When there's a war in that region, that means GDP is going to come off. It means energy prices, food prices, and everything else are going to go way higher. There's a shortage of those things. You have less savings. You have less investment. You have less equity to create credit against. Banks probably just come in a little bit, right? And that means that there is just no way that people are going to buy savings during that time, right? Commodities are up 40%. Do you want to buy commodities here? They go up 1.9% a year. Over the last 15 years, they went up not even 2% a year. Inflation adjusted, they're down. You want to buy them when they've spiked 40%? What is the long term for commodities? They're called commodities for a reason. They're garbage. No one wants them. They're not investments, right? We want them to be as cheap as possible. Savings is going to outperform all of this. The long-term growth rate for Bitcoin is 30% a year, right? You're buying when savings are cheap. Can you actually take advantage of these cycles, right? Can you buy when other people aren't, when other people are pulling back? That's how you make money. Jim Ratcliffe, the guy from the UK, he's a billionaire now. He did an interview recently. How did you make all that money? He said that we just bought businesses for a good price when other people didn't want them, when they were focused on something else. And we came in and we knew what the business was about, and we just got it for a great price. And we just did that over and over and over again, right? And suddenly he's a billionaire. Look, that's the game, right? We all know that game. It's to not try and day trade commodity news cycles. Look, what happened over the last few days? Bonds sold off, equity markets sold off. Then suddenly yesterday morning in America, it rallied again. What's the reason? Then this morning, my time, it comes out, Trump was going to do a massive strike, and then he pulled back. So if you want to day trade news headlines that are 12 to 24 hours after they actually happen and the market's already traded them, go ahead. But, if you want to be Jim Ratcliffe and a billionaire, you try and find things that are in a good growth rate that you can get fairly cheap. And you just do that in cycles over and over, right? Buying peaks of Bitcoin is the worst time to buy them. Buying here is great. Now, funnily enough, you can't sell a dog, right? Sell side on Wall Street and everything else, you can't sell a dog. No one's interested, right? Same as Jim Ratcliffe when he was buying all these small, businesses out of BP and everything else. Didn't want them, right? Boring, not interested, right? He just picks them off. Most people don't behave like that, right? When Bitcoin is at an all-time high, everyone's going to be interested again. It's easy to sell it. Everyone's going to be buying it again. But you're on the wrong side of the cycle. Right, you need to be on the correct side of the cycle. Like Jim Ratcliffe said, we just make sure that we can last through the dips and we can make money through the dips. Right, with Bitcoin, it's just survive the dips, right, in your own personal finances. Because if we know we're making money there, we know when the other cycle comes, when the peak of the cycle comes, we're going to be absolutely great because we're in great businesses. And it's the same for Bitcoin. You know what Bitcoin is? Going up 30% a year. It's a savings asset. When everyone's uninterested, can you move things around where you actually get more active here and take the risk here? Most people can't, actually. So if you trade Bitcoin, crypto, and TradFi assets as well. You can trade everything on Bybit now. Link in the description. Click that link, sign up. If you make a deposit, Bybit will give you a deposit bonus to trade with up to $30,000.